Whether you're on a last-minute trip and need to quickly grab backpacking food, or you just want to have something more affordable and healthier than the dehydrated backpacking meals, in this video you're going to see my favorite grocery store camping foods, including great nutrition, great flavor, and they're even kind of healthy.
And there are a few honorable mentions that I will include at the very end of the video. I'm also going to do my best to give you the calories and nutritional estimates for each of these because I know that's really important for a lot of you. Okay, so let's start with my favorite meal, which is breakfast. First of all, I'll either bring an English breakfast tea or these little origami coffee packets that you can get now like on Amazon at some grocery stores. But I first had in Japan and they're like so much fun. So coffee packet, I will always bring a packet of dried milk with me for my coffee because I like that. But also because I use this dried milk to mix with my chia seeds. You don't need to soak it that long. But I'll do the chia seeds with some filtered water, some powdered milk, and then I'll also throw in freeze-dried fruit. Now you can use dried fruit, but I personally really like freeze-dried fruit because the milk absorbs the flavor. So this will be like really creamy with the banana, as well as some tartness from the strawberry, and it saves me the water weight of actual fresh fruit.
I realize this doesn't look really beautiful, but it tastes really good, and more importantly, it's very filling and the nutritional value is very, very good.
Good, yeah? Right? Now, this packet alone is 200 calories, and this is enough to fill me up in terms of full feeling. But if you want more calories, I usually just bring a few extra. But this is about 200 calories. It's about half your daily fiber, which if you backpack, you know it's hard to get the fiber you need. And it's a super food. There's a whole group, I think they're the Tarahumara. They're like the super runners and they live off this stuff. So this is 200, other 50 to 80 plus some of this. So you're looking at a breakfast of about 300 calories, maybe 350 if you bring sweetener. That's another thing. I don't put sweetener in this. If you do want sweetener, I suggest getting the honey packets from Starbucks or a gas station. Okay, with breakfast done, let's move on to lunch. I love this because it's so organized and I love to be organized. For lunch, this is something a little unconventional, but a friend of mine did it and I never went back. So I will buy croissants and smash them. Smash it. It gets about that thick, but they get like really, really, really thin. Each croissant is around 200 calories and you're getting a lot of fat and a lot of carbs, which you really want on trail. And then I'll usually do 2 croissants and 2 tuna packets. I'll get one like ranch tuna salad one and one more plain one, and I'll mix them together. These combined are about 150 calories, but they are, whoa, these are vastly different. So this is about 150 calories and 23 to 35 grams of protein plus, oh my gosh, wait, math. So my lunch is like 550 calories and 25 to 35 grams of protein, and then just like a lot of carbs and fat in the croissant. These are a tad bit heavier, but honestly, for me, it's super worth it. So I will have this for lunch. And then after lunch, I have a snack. On this particular trip, I am bringing 2 small apples. They don't weigh that much. And I like to do RX bars. There's some other bars I like better. Sometimes the texture of these are really weird. So I'll show you the other bars I really like at the end with the honorable mention. So it'll be the RX bar, and then I'll have my liquid IV. I've tried a lot of electrolyte packets. This one is my favorite. Not necessarily this flavor. I like grape and lemon lime, but I'm gonna try white peach because my sister really likes it. Let's move on to dinner. Oh, I forgot to tell you the calories for snacks. Okay, so this is 50 calories. It's just electrolytes, so basically sugar, salt. And this is 200 calories and it has 12 grams of protein. So I don't know, do the math. If you are doing the math, you're probably wondering when I'm gonna reach the 2,000 or plus calories that you burn in a day of backpacking, and that comes to dinner and dessert. I've stopped at this tsunami hazard zone sign to thank one of my patrons on Patreon, Short Rib. She's actually the one who requested I do this video, and if you wanna have some say in the types or topics of videos I make, you can do that. All you have to do is join my Patreon using the link below, and it really helps me get to know you and how I can help solve your problems on the literal hikes and the metaphorical hike of life. Okay, back to dinner. So for this one, I have some meat freezing, marinated, and I just bring any kind of quick cook rice. Another great alternative I will show you at the end. It's even better than rice. They just didn't have any at the store. So make sure you watch to the end for the honorable mentions that I couldn't get at the store today. But I will do rice, and I'm marinating poke, so ahi. So I'll do some cooked ahi and rice on night one.
If you think this is weird, I totally get it, but this is a Hawaiian thing. It's ahi poke, so raw ahi. I freeze it, and then it thaws well. I'm hiking in. You can only eat it raw if it's still cold. I definitely don't recommend that. I recommend you cook it and eat it with your instant fried rice like you see here.
Night two is my favorite, my Sarah special. It's really good with foraging. You just get any kind Simon ramen packet. I suggest getting this brand. I really like this brand. Don't use the seasoning packet if you're gonna use the stuff I'm using, because I will use this with these Japanese curry cubes. I got this idea from Elena Osborne, who has a really cool backpacking channel. She's also half Japanese, and like I grew up with this. The flavor is out of this world. It's so strong, and it comes in these hard cubes. So I'll usually break off one per night to save on weight, but like on the AT, I'll just take this whole thing. And this and the croissants are the two heaviest things, but they're so worth it in terms of flavor and like just like morale boost. I love good food. I'm a very sensory person, and especially this is like so close to home. Here's the box. And if you haven't had it, it's so good. It's so good. And it also goes great with mashed potatoes, instant mashed potatoes, which is one of the honorable mentions at the end. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back. And I'm gonna start to take my shiitakes, break them up, and throw them into the pot, along with some of this nice, fatty, local made beef jerky with some teriyaki shoyu already. And so I cold soak this a few hours before. You can also do this backpacking, like while you're hiking, if you have a good container. But I like to break up the shiitakes for faster absorption, and then you're gonna save this water to cook the noodles in. So I'm actually not just rehydrating this food, I'm creating a broth that is like, has the best umami flavor. This is like really my gourmet specialty. Check it out. I have broth in this pot behind me. You can see my water filtration system there, working on the fresh water for later. And one of my favorite things about camping at the ocean is using salt water with fresh water to cook. Wait till you see this, it's so good.
You can get these dried shiitakes at pretty much any grocery store. You just need to go to the Asian aisle, or in some places they call it the ethnic aisle, which is so fun. And you can also get a special finishing touch, which is collard greens. They are lightweight, and I'm gonna get some from my yard because homegrown is always better. You can also use these collard greens with your tuna croissant sandwich. It's a really good way to get fresh greens on the trail, which is pretty much unheard of. But more importantly, they are the pièce de résistance of this incredible dinner. And wait till you get a sense of the nutritional value that goes into all of this for your last meal of the day. Now, altogether, you're getting way over 30 grams of protein, depending how much jerky you use, so you could really get as much protein as you want with this. You're getting over 700 calories, plus fresh greens that are basically weightless, and the incredible flavor of gourmet Japanese curry. But there are some honorable mentions I want to make sure you get before you go. So salami is always great from a grocery store, couscous, any sort of actual instant rice like Zatarans is fantastic. Instant mashed potatoes are fantastic. Gummies, chocolates, candy, anything sweet that's gonna give you a nice little treat at the end of the day is also fantastic. Everybody loves instant oatmeal. I also love these That's It bars for getting some real flavor.
If you also want to request content and have some say in what goes into my YouTube channel, you can join Patreon as well using the links below. It's a great way to get your requests met. It just means a lot to me to have your support, especially as I'm in grad school. But anyway, I'll see you there. Bye.